So gym number 18 we're on to now, and this is Metroflex in Arlington, Texas. Metroflex is a few locations now, but the Arlington one is the first gym they opened. A lot of people will be familiar with this if you followed maybe bodybuilding in the past. This is like the home of Ronnie Coleman, who's considered the best bodybuilder ever, and a load of other famous names in that circle. It really took me back to when I was like 20 years old, getting into lifting, watching all the Ronnie like motivational videos. He's still got like the squat stands and the racks that he used and the benches, as well as that crazy leg press that he used to overload to death in all his videos. It was really cool. My body's been quite beat up recently, so it was nice to not do my typical training again and just do everything on machines, a bit of a full body sort of pump session, nothing too hard, just a little bit of everything. It was just more of a fun workout, taking it back to the way I used to train back when I was a, image driven 20-something year old. But yeah, anyway, it was great. The gym has a real cool sort of vibe going on. It's definitely very Texas. You've got your barbecues and your smokers outside, and then you've got like deer's heads on the wall, but then you've got your graffiti and all your random scrawlings all over the walls inside as well, which is a bit of a trend in a lot of the gyms here. The workout, as I say, a bit of everything. I sort of did a squat, a hinge, a push, a pull, 3 times over. So starting off slightly heavier stuff, then mid-range stuff, and then just like isolation work. No real plans, no real logic, just have fun, get a bit of a pump on. So I'm going to cut through the gym real quick. So yeah, as you can see, we've got the barbecues going outside. Cutting into gym in just a second, another big old barbecue there. Now, yeah, just old school iron, old school machines, some really old fashioned kit, some more modern kit, lots and lots of plate loaded. There you go, deer's heads and the antlers. Yeah, loads of like random graffiti. We are in Texas, so there's some sort of religious imagery on the wall as well. I know Texas is quite a religious state. Metroflex logo. I should have really got a close up of the huge dumbbells they have. But yeah, I mean, it's just rough around the edges and just such a cool feel. I love gyms like that. It was great. So first movement I did was like a hack squat. Now I thought the camera was going to focus in on me instead of the plates, but the plates are really sharp and the image of me is not. But yeah, this was my 6th set of 10. Everything was 6 sets, 10 reps. No real logic, just doing what I fancied doing. Then this is a fun one. So I think it's called the Booty Blaster. Now a hardcore gym like this, having a machine called the Booty Blaster was so surprising to me, and I want to say that's the only reason why I use the machine, but everyone loves pumping the glutes, powerhouse of the body. What a incredible motion there. Now it's like this is a weird, I've never seen this before. I mean, look at how complex it is. I mean, surely it'd be easy just to have a bench and a barbell, but it was fun. It was like the stability of a bench press, but you got the sort of wide at the bottom, closer at the top movement that you get with using dumbbells. So it was all good. It did nip my shoulder a little bit. I think I mentioned a few times my shoulder hurts every now and then on horizontal pushing, but it's all good. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory, sort of seated row. I love sort of chest supported row variations, things like this, it's all good. As you can see, I was definitely feeling a workout. I've got the dollar bills headband on. Okay, so back round again to another squat type quad dominant movement, so leg press. I threw some bands on. There wasn't really a good place to put the bands, so as you can see I've got them wrapped around my wrists at the bottom, but just to give some accommodating resistance at the top. Yeah, relatively heavy. I think it was like 7-8 plates a side, something like that. It's all good. Once again, 6th set there. The hinge was, I used sort of an old GHR they had, but set the foot pads further back, so it was just a back extension instead of a glute ham raise. Nothing too heavy, just wanted to feel a bit of a burn sort of in the glutes and lower back. Just, I like getting blood in my lower back. It feels like I'm rehabilitating something. Now it was vertical press and pull on these two pressing and pulling movements. I was surprised that it didn't have a lot of shoulder press machines. I'm really looking forward to finding a plate loaded sort of hammer strength shoulder press. There was one at a gym I used to train at in West Yorkshire years ago that was, you felt like a beast. You could put like 4 plates aside on it. It was incredible. Now, I thought this was going to be more of a vertical pull, but in fact, once I got into it, I really liked the motion. I'm trying to be quite controlled here and not let tension really come off my back. Yeah, it was all good, nice movement. But yeah, the gym is the reason I got a dollar bills headband on. I'm representing that gangster life. They had like crazy hip hop music blaring out consistently. And anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with that sort of scene, that music, that vibe, so it just got me in the zone. Although I look like I'm not having fun, I'm actually having a load of fun. Except there, my legs look pasty and skinny. I don't know what that look was all about. Don't want nobody crossing me when I've got my gangster face going on. My dollar bills headband, they know I'm in business. Camo shorts, maybe I was in the military, definitely not. Some hamstring curls. I got a few cuts going on in the hamstrings. Do you reckon 2 weeks out from stepping on stage? Where's the fake tan at? Yeah, it's getting a little bit boring now, some more isolation work, nothing too exciting. Not that the rest of it was, this particular workout, but hopefully my comedy gold is keeping you entertained. Like a bicep and tricep superset. The leg extensions and leg curls were also in sort of a continuous superset fashion, just going back and forth and slowly increasing the weight as we went along. And yeah, onto biceps. Nothing too crazy, just trying to keep tension on the muscle, get a little bit of a pump going. Arms are looking all right there. I don't really work out, I don't really train my arms, but. And then finally finished on a drop set on the hack squat. Nothing crazy, it was like 4 plates aside, crank out 5 reps, drop it down to 3 plates, another 5, drop it down to 2 plates, another 5, and then finally just a plate aside, and I think I ended up doing 10, sort of sped it up a little bit. It was a nice little finisher, and I really, like, for the first time in a while, I felt a crazy pump going on in my quads at the end of a session, which was nice to experience. But yeah, all in all, I know that this video, for some reason, I look in an absolute foul mood the whole workout, but honestly, it was so good to work out there. It was so good to have like a, just a different sort of workout again. I know I had a similar one over in Chicago, but that was like 2 weeks ago now, so, you know, 2 weeks of beating myself up with a lot of heavy compound stuff and movement events, and then getting into something like this. As I say, the music was blaring out from like 9 AM. It was just, you couldn't even hold a conversation, just heavy music, heavy bass, just, it just got me all hyped up, and I was really having a good time. Yeah, finished up with a big old like 1500 calorie burrito from Chipotle, which is, if barbecue's not around, that's definitely my second choice as post-workout nutrition, especially if they double up on the meat and double up on the guacamole. Oh, it's perfect, it's heaven. But yeah, anyway, I'm eventually, as of recording this, caught up on all my workout videos. When this one drops in a couple of days, there will be more to come, but yeah, it's taken me a while, but I'm getting the hang of this video editing stuff. It's nothing too advanced, but I'm getting there. So yeah, incredible workout. I'm sat here on a Wednesday night, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, so I'm going for some food, some beer, watching the Dallas Cowboys game, seeing as I'm in Dallas. I don't really know anything about American football, but I'm going to try. And I think the next workout is up in Oklahoma, so stay tuned for that one, and let me know your thoughts on this. Speak soon, thanks.